Audio on demand from Vision Christian Media.
Exploring faith and the future. Neil Johnson and Bible teacher Dr. Kameel Majdali.
We're looking into relationships and how we so often get it wrong when we're searching for Mr. or Miss Right. Kameel, when we talk about this search for Mr. or Miss Right, why is marriage so important to talk about in context for these relationships?
Well, you know, Neil, with all the denigrating of marriage that's been happening, certainly over the last 50 years of the culture war, it's amazing how many people still want to marry. Even with rising divorce rates, people want to marry. Probably because it's fulfilling what Hebrews chapter 13, verse 4 says, marriage is honorable to all. Somehow, some way, I believe God designed for most of us, not everyone, but most of us, to get married. Some of the results of marriage and the family that follow is that it provides a stable environment for everyone. It also provides nurture for the children. It definitely gives us our identity, our DNA, our name, our heritage. And of course, it's helping train present and future citizens to make an invaluable contribution to society. That's why I've said before, and I say again, when marriage and family function properly, everybody wins.
Is it important for Mr. Right and Miss Right to have an adequate foundation for what they both think about marriage before they enter into a relationship that might lead to that?
Well, let's put it this way. It's easier to get a marriage license than a driver's license. Which is more important? Well, obviously, marriage is more important. We do need to train people what it's about. Don't assume because they watch so many gushy Hollywood movies that they will understand relationship and marriage and family. The fact is, it's the family itself that can teach the importance of family, and it is the church and synagogue and places of worship that can do the same. We're not going to get it in our normal public sphere. So these alternative means are what happens. The family, the church, the synagogue, the houses of worship. We do need to train people what it's about, and we need to instill afresh the high view on marriage and family. Because what's happened is it used to be what everybody does. Now it's become a lifestyle option. And somehow it doesn't function the way it should when it's reduced to such a form.
With a low view of marriage in the broader society that's influencing Mr. Right and Miss Right, how do you raise this ideal of having a high view of marriage?
All right, yes. How do we instill the high view? First of all, we teach on it as individuals to our families, our friends. We do it in the context of our church. But there's something else, Neil. We need to model it. So if we are in a marriage relationship, and hopefully a good one, then show people what it looks like. They don't just want abstract theory. They want to experience it, or at least see it for themselves. So we need to provide role models. And let's be honest that in marriage and family, we're not talking about perfect individuals. People come to the altar as a work in progress. We need to emphasize that too. People are looking for Mr. or Miss Right, basically for this perfect individual who doesn't exist. We need some healthy realism on that front.
Faith and the Future with Neil Johnson and Dr. Kameel Majdali from Teach All Nations. For more from Dr. Majdali, including books and DVDs on prophecy, Bible commentaries, plus today's and other episodes of Faith and the Future, go to vision.org.au.
Thanks for taking time to listen to this audio on demand from Vision Christian Media. To find out more about us, go to vision.org.au.